Hello there, guys, and welcome to the Sanctus Reach stream. We're going to get started here in about 3 minutes, give or take. Hello there, guys, and welcome to the Sanctus Reach stream. We're going to get started here in about 3 minutes. Let me go ahead and, first of all, I'm going to just lower mic volume a little bit here. We're just going to basically wait for some people to show up, and we will jump into the game. At this point, I'm not sure what campaign we're going to be playing, but I think we'll decide very, very soon. So welcome everybody to the stream. So guys, we're going to decide what campaign to do here. If you would like to go ahead and help pick, yeah, Warhammering time, Pedaling Squishy, exactly. We're going to go ahead and just jump into one of these campaigns. So if anybody has any opinions as to what you want to see, let us know, and we'll see if we can't do that. Hello, Otovich. Yeah, I see you were here kind of early, man. Welcome. I saw you when I was getting the stream ready. So, I think the one we're probably going to play is we're going to play Stormclaw, or Hour of the Wolf. Actually, we could play Hour of the Wolf, but I think Stormclaw is going to be the correct campaign to play here. It's an intermediate level campaign, so if anybody's new to the game, they could probably sort of learn some of the game here. So we're going to jump in here on the intermediate campaign, and it looks like, furious at being held back from the first assault wave, Wolf Lord Crum Dragongaze on the observation bay of the strike cruiser Ironpelt decides that the second attack wave starts now. As he descends on the planet's surface in this Thunderhawk gunship, the vengeful howl, this decision bears fruit as they intercept a Cadian distress call pleading for help with the news. Warlord Gruck is here. And actually, speaking of Cadians, I think Musa's got some interesting information with you guys about something coming to the game very, very soon. We're very excited about it, and it's going to add a lot to the game. So it looks like we're starting at the Thunderhawk crash site. We are playing as the Space Wolves. Of course, if you guys are primarily fans of orcs or something like that, you can always get the DLC, and it would actually allow you to play as Big Red from the orcs, who's essentially a shaman and you know, capable of a lot of different powers. Let's take a look here. Hello, welcome. So guys, Grey Hunter Pack Leader Hengist Ironax is tasked with protecting the Crash Thunderhawk, while Crum leads the Wolves west. His acute senses focused on the tree line, he realizes they are not alone in these woods. Oh boy. Well, let's get started here. At this point, we've got force points. And this is going to be the scary thing. We need to go ahead and select force points. So we've got, of course, Hengist Ironax. Whoa, what's going on here? There we go. We've got Hengist Ironax already here. Probably want to go ahead and get a Grey Hunter Bolter Pack, believe it or not. I'm going to get another Bolter Pack here, and you got to see, we've got to try to stay under 900 force points. Nijal Stormcaller would be a cool guy to take, but again, I'm trying to take, well, we could take Nijal. It's going to be a tough one. I'm trying to take mostly troops, so I think I'm going to go ahead and just keep on going with the Flamer Packs, the Bolter Packs, etc., and we've got a Bloodclaw Pack. There we go. So we're going to start with these guys.
Hold the line, brothers.
Alright. So, of course, we're starting with Hengist Ironax. And, of course, our main goal is to capture the remaining victory points, but also, ostensibly, to defend the gunship. So I'm going to start moving forward. I'm going to go ahead and take cover. This is a pretty nice place to take cover behind this small structure. We could also shoot it down if we wanted, but, you know, that would be kind of pointless. Start moving these guys over here. And as you can see, I'm setting the reaction arc so that these guys will react to anything in front of us that starts to attack. We don't know what's on this planet. I mean, we're pretty sure, since this is Sanctus Reach, that this is going to be a pretty violent planet, probably orcs. We know there's defenses already set up. We didn't set these up, someone else did. So we're going to go ahead and set those reaction arcs. And again, we can pull out quite a bit here, but I think that's sufficient, and we'll end our turn. Look at that, we got some Gretchens moving over here. Now, does anybody know anything about Gretchens and what exactly they do in orc society? So, for those of you that don't know, Gretchens are not orcs. They're a different race entirely, but they actually can be a source of food for a lot of orcs. So, if Gretchens upset certain orcs, they could wind up on a dinner plate, or probably just thrown wildly into an orc's mouth. Let's go ahead and start moving forward. We are getting out of cover here, but I think it's important just to get some decent shots starting off as the enemy approaches. This guy I will keep in cover. The rest, actually, oh, I lied. Put him over here by the bushes. And I'm going to go ahead and set the reaction arc this way. I don't actually even think we're going to get a shot off, because these trees are going to pretty much cover the orc boy unit. End the turn. Here we go. Oh boy, here we go. Reactionary fire, guys. And sure enough, they're gonna attack. Oh boy. I was hoping that wouldn't happen, but it did. All right, let's go ahead and open fire, guys, at the orc boy. Our chance to hit is 100%. I don't think I've ever seen a percentage that high at this distance. Basically, our bolters are going to hit with every single shot. I'm also going to fire it with this unit. And here, only 20%. So, you can see when you're close up to the enemy, the chances of you hitting them, depending on the weapon you have, can actually go down. Bolters are better at medium to long range, as I'm sure many of you guys know. But let's bring in Hengist Iron Axe and just swipe away the rest of these orcs. Oh, he's still got his boots on the ground. Boom, another one. Good work, Hengist. Absolutely awesome work. And actually, we're going to start moving forward. So this is an actual melee unit, the Bloodclaw pack. And we've also got our Melt-A-Gun pack. I love the Melt-A-Guns. As you can see, we're not really taking cover anymore. We're moving forward. We want to take that communications array, and we want to do it soon. Hey, Damien, how you doing, man? It's also that. It's absolutely that, Damien. It's a very good point. And hey, Yogit Fire, good to see you. I haven't seen you in quite a while, man. Welcome, everybody. Okay, here we go. I also want to throw the grenade that Hengist Iron Axe has, but I want to wait to see more enemies first. Send the turn. And remember, since we're using flamers, we don't have reactionary fire with flamers. And I also believe there's no reactionary fire with Melt-A-Guns. I could be wrong on that. I know for sure there's not reactionary fire with flamers. So even if they cross into our line of sight, doesn't make a difference. They can do that. We're going to need to find a way to eliminate these enemies before we move on the point. And look at those Gretchens trying to hit us. They totally missed. They're just hitting the tank traps here. But they've got some more here. 3 HP. You gotta love Gretchens. They're adorable. They really are. As terrible as they are adorable. And their attempts at killing us are just as adorable. Alright. Yeah, we know 2 victory points. Let's go ahead and finish these guys off. And one more hit. Oh, yeah. Once again, I'm more concerned with the Orc Boys than I am with the Gretchens over here. Gretchens are basically just going to stand in the way. They're pretty much just, you know, cannon fodder. Ah, Bronx, it's a good question. We're going to be doing Cadians eventually, and it's good that you actually mentioned that, because we've got a Cadian DLC coming up, which is going to be awesome. And Musa is going to share you guys a link for it. So you guys get a little more information. We're not going to be doing it this stream, as far as I know, unless we get some surprises. But it's definitely something that we are bringing very, very soon to the game. First things first, I want to grab this Melt-A-Gun. It's actually a flamer pack, shame on me. And I want to go ahead and fire it into this group of Gretchens. We could probably hit both. Look at that. Oh, I mean, these Gretchens are so fragile that just the firing of the flamer can kill a few of them. They don't even need to burn up, you know, later. They just burn up right away. So I'm not too worried about the Gretchens. Let's move up. Open fire. Gretchens with a blunderbuss. Oh, they're down to one. I'm actually going to fire at this unit. Oh my goodness. Look at that arm fly off. Now with the Melt-A-Gun, I'll move forward. I'd rather use this on a more dangerous units like the Shooter Boys, so we'll use the Melt-A-Gun on them. Just look at that. The Melt-A-Gun is incredible. Now, this thing is pretty useful against enemy vehicles. There are no enemy vehicles as far as we can see in this mission, but it's quite effective against those vehicles, depending on the vehicle, of course. Now, against a giant, you know, orc mech, probably not. But I still think that it's got its uses. Let's see over here. We might get shot at here with some reactionary fire. Chainsword. There we go. Some close combat damage. They're going to try to run away. 37. Seems to me the entire idea of a chainsword is highly impractical. Cadia stands, says Bronx. Thank you, Muso. So Muso has dropped the group store and the Sons of Cadia announcement, indeed. Thank you, man. So the Sons of Cadia are coming, guys. We didn't forget. We didn't forget. I remember when I first started streaming this for you guys, this game for you guys, maybe 6-7 months ago, maybe longer. I told you we would have some additional stuff coming to this game, and I told you the truth. Here we go. We're going to move forward, get some shots off. I hope you guys like it when I zoom in like this to get a closer look at the shots we're getting on the enemy. It's something I do in my games. If it's something you guys think is a little strange and don't want me to do it, let me know. But personally, I think it's pretty fun. Let's see. I think we killed everybody there, and we can end the turn. Reactionary fire right there on the Orc boys. Not a thing left of that group. Nice, get the Gretchens. I almost want to just give them some free shots because they stand no chance at beating us here with this terrible shooting. Now they're taking cover. I think I'm definitely going to throw that nade. Or at least get Chrome Iron Gaze over here. Yeah, those Shooter Boys are pretty much the only thing from the enemy force that can do any damage to us at this point. Any significant damage, I should say. Look at that, 22. I mean, you know, even the Gretchens occasionally get a good shot. So let's get it over here. I'm going to get shot at for this, some reactionary fire. But I definitely want to defend this area. What about throwing the grenade here? Let's go for it, boys. Here we go. Boom! I thought it'd be a little more effective than that. But I'll take what I can get. Run away! Look at that. Nothing left of that Gretchen squad. We can also fire over cover here. And the old father. Completely destroyed. Gotta love those heavy bolters, man. They are incredible. Once again, because we're so close, actually in this case, our chance to hit is pretty good. 85%. Occasionally, though, if you get like right up next to the unit, that chance to hit is going to decrease. In this case, though, we're just turning these guys into mincemeat. Nothing left of those Gretchens. Yeah, Gretchen life, exactly. I hope bayonets can one-hit kill Titan, says Bronx. Well, we don't know. We'll have to see eventually. For the Emperor! Hello, Alex. Good to see you, buddy. Thank you, man. Don't forget, guys, if you're new to our Twitch channel, subscribe. Also, subscribe to our YouTube channels, because quite often we're streaming there as well. So, keep that in mind. Here we go. Melted Gun is just beautiful here. And I think we're going to turn around and use that chainsword against these Gretchen. Look at that. Look at that. We just ripped through like 4 Gretchen. More like 3, but still. Boom. 1 more left. He's going to be dead the next turn. And I'm going to see if we can't go ahead and snag that point. If not this turn, then next turn for sure. And hello. Welcome. Thank you for joining us, Lee Radical. And Bronx. I wonder, are you really from the Bronx, Mr. Bronx, or... I wonder, we haven't had somebody from the 5 boroughs here in a while. I'm from Queens, just fairly close to the Bronx. Well, was from Queens, of course. Now I'm from Milan. Let's take a look. Ooh, you got Sovereignty instead of Sanctus Reach. Well, Sovereignty is a good game. You know, admittedly, it's a very different game from Sanctus Reach, and Sanctus Reach is newer than Sovereignty in terms of release dates. Definitely recommend you get Sanctus Reach. All right, so let's get into this area here. We could take our chainsword unit. We're going to take some shots probably. Oh, wow. Actually, they moved pretty well there. But I'm still going to move these guys over here at the end of the turn to defend against any enemy intrusions. End the turn. Oh, we've got some more orc boys moving up, guys. That Gretchen's still shooting. He's dual-wielding pistols. The other guy's just got a blunderbuss. Nice shooting. Going out like a boss. Oh yeah. Well, first of all, let's take this. Another communications array is ours. And look what we got. Got the Dreadnought. We're gonna go ahead and... Oh, we gotta deploy. Where can we deploy? There we go. Pretty sure we can go ahead and attack right away. We're gonna use the Wolf Claw. Boom! As you guys can see, the Wolf Claw is a weapon that's specific to the Space Wolf Dreadnought, obviously. Most of the Dreadnoughts have something else, either a hammer or a fist. The Wolf Claw is quite vicious. Let's go ahead and get some shots here on the Orc Boy unit approaching. And I think some side shots from this Melted Gun pack are just the ticket. Oh, yeah. See if anybody knows what they're talking about when they keep discussing the All-Father. Does anybody know who the All-Father is? So I am going to take some shots here for approaching, but I think it's worth it. Oh, yeah. Again. Now, if you guys see the skull on top of the unit, this is a really great system involving morale in the game itself. Basically, if you see a skull on top of a unit, it's close to breaking. The unit has very low morale, and it's sort of panicked. In fact, if we go over the unit, you can see it's broken. So broken is even worse than panicked. There's no chance, or very little chance, that this guy's going to be able to do any damage to us. It could happen, of course, but it's unlikely. In the meantime, I'm going to take our wonderful pack leader and keep him over this point. So if any of the enemy units get close and think they're going to try anything, we just wipe them right out. We'll also move forward with the Grey Hunter Bolter pack and just finish off these Gretchens. Wow! We actually missed. We're shooting like Gretchens right now. Oh my goodness. Really bad shooting. We're going to have to get in there with some chainswords. Let's see if we can move up. Actually... yeah, I think we'll go ahead and move up. Here we go. 85% chance of a hit. That's pretty straightforward. And look at that. One of those bolter rounds, it just destroys a Gretchen's body. And believe it or not, I mean, those of you that have read the codexes, this sort of thing, you understand that these bolter rounds are pretty huge pieces of ammunition. So it's not all that surprising. Against a Gretchen, which is basically the size of like a small lamb, if I could even find something similar. Yes, Alexandro, these are Space Wolves. I'll get a nice up close and personal for you. See, they've got all of the Space Wolf armor, leggings, etc. We've also got some Space Wolf heroes, like Hengist Iron Axe. Let's take a look here at Hengist Iron Axe in all of his beardy glory. And look at that, he's missing an eye. When you get into a fight with orcs, you can occasionally lose some eyes. You can expect that to occur. It's completely normal. Don't be alarmed. Just get an eye patch and move on. Or better yet, be like Hengist and just be a man and live with it. Alright, let's see what else we can do here. So this next unit card, or this next unit button, allows me to kind of just go through my units, make sure that I moved everybody, which is pretty important in a game like this because, you know, we've got points to take, enemies to kill, etc. Those are nicely painted, indeed. Digitally painted, it's a lot easier, but, you know, we did intentionally, or I should say, you know, we intentionally wanted to make them look like the tabletop miniatures. That's kind of the point. Let's end the turn here. Oh, they're actually going to try to attack our Dreadnought. How dare they? Look at that poor little Gretchen with a blunderbuss. All right, we've got some enemy reinforcements moving up. Look at that, guys. And that's actually a critical hit on our Dreadnought Korpir. We definitely want to be careful with this. I'm going to probably be firing a flame shot over here, but you can see once they start ganging up on our Dreadnought like this with some Orc boys, they could definitely destroy it. I don't think they can destroy it in one turn. They could certainly do a lot of damage to it. The point is, we want to do something about this. We don't just want to let them get away with this. So first things first, let's see if we can't use our flamers. No, it's not going to work there. What about here? This might work. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Give them a little bit more fire. And actually, the thing about the flamer in this game, it does affect enemy health, as we've seen. But what it really affects more than anything else is enemy morale. And as you guys know, as I've explained to you, if your morale is low, it doesn't matter what your health is. You're not going to be able to attack. So the idea here is to lower their morale so much that they won't even want to take the Dreadnought on. That would obviously be a best case scenario. I do want to move closer, but got these guys to deal with. Let's just get rid of them. I think we're going to accidentally hit our own men. Didn't even look over there. Sorry about that, Space Wolves. Move forward. Take cover behind the Dreadnought. Well, the Dreadnought capsule, I should say. Open fire on the Orc boys. Nice. We's dying. You sure are. And let's get up close and personal with the chain swords here. Now, admittedly, getting this close with the chain swords and getting away from our communications array target, not the greatest idea in the world. But I think we'll be okay. As far as I can see, there are no enemies here, and we're going to probably try to head back over here anyway with this group of Space Wolves. Let's grab this guy also and get back to this point. Remember, right now, all we need to do is keep these VPs, these victory points for this turn, and I believe we get a victory. End the turn. So it's good to see the actual plasma gun has, excuse me, not the plasma gun. The Meltagun does have reactionary fire, which is really good to know. The Meltagun is an amazing machine, or amazing weapon. And look at this, these Gretchens are way too close to the communications array. As long as we keep them away for this turn, I think we get a victory. We'll see what happens. Come on. Victory for the Space Wolves. Here we go, my friends. We're going to keep on going. So now we get to pick from 3 areas, guys. We get to pick from either the Acid Woods. It's 3 Acid Woods. What we don't know is what kind of mission we're going to be facing in these 3 areas. So we can either pick the top, the center, or the south. I'm going to pick the south here. Why? I don't know. But we are jumping into the Acid Woods for this fight. As the name suggests, these are some pretty corrosive woods. All right, so we have to advance. Space Wolves and Orc armies hold positions in the west. Here we go. Now we have 1,600 force points to work with. I think you guys know me pretty well by now in that I don't like to go specifically for the leaders or the big weapons. I like to just take a bunch of smaller guys. So in this case, I'm going to take the Bolter Packs. Let's take that one. Let's take that one. Let's take this one. We are going to take the Wolf Priest BSG. And the reason is because he's got an incredible ability. You can actually see it right here. The Healing Bomb. Every man in the unit regains 50 HP. That's pretty good for his unit, but the even better one is the Spirit of the Wolf. He inspires courage and heals wounds in the area around him. All units within 2 tiles regain 50 morale, and each man in the squad regains 50 HP. I mean, that's an amazing skill. So we're going to take him with us. Let's take one guy with a Melt-A-Gun. I'd love to take some land speeders, but I think I'm going to take a pack leader, Eagle Red Fist. Let's take a Swift Claw Squadron. So the Swift Claws, for those of you that don't know, they ride the motorcycles, the sort of the wolf cycles. And I'm going to go ahead and take a bunch of Blood Claw packs. We've still got 60 to spend, but as far as I can see, nothing to spend it on. So what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of 1 Blood Claw pack, and we'll get another Bolter pack. I trust the Bolter packs. They pretty much know what they're doing, and their job is pretty straightforward. So deploy mode, as you guys can probably imagine, you start deploying your forces. I am already kind of happy with this deployment. The one thing I might change is move this Grey Hunter Bolter pack right here. Otherwise, I like this setup. There's a lot of structures on this particular map that are going to get in our way, but also they're going to get in the enemy's way. So a little tit for tat here. Keep these heroes together. And I'll actually keep the Priest over here. Let's take a look here at the chat. Steel Rain. How you get to 5K by making bad bets. Might not be such a bad bet. Let's see. All right, we're going to go ahead. I think we're ready to go. Here we go. Look at this. Oh my goodness, that's terrifying. Yeah, we've got a Killacan on us, and he is a nasty Killacan. He's attacking Eagle Red Fist, excuse me. And we're going to have to find a way to stop this thing. I mean, having a Killacan that quickly, that's scary, man. And look at all of the Orc reinforcements here. Yeah, if you guys were going to bet against me, I think this might be a good time to do just that. We did get a critical hit on the enemy bikes, but they got critical hit on our Grey Hunter pack. They just wiped out an entire Grey Hunter pack, guys. A Grey Hunter Bolter pack. Unbelievable. That was pretty amazing. Got to give it to them. They did a good job. 3 Space Wolves down. Let's not forget, guys, that the Sons of Cadia DLC is going to be coming out very soon. I'm going to get right up close and personal to these burner boys. Chain swords. Wipe them out. Yeah, beautiful. Of course, now we're really close to the enemy. And what I probably should have done here is taken cover, but I'm going to wipe out these Slugganobs. And even with our Priest, we can still fire. He does have a pistol. But as you can see, his damage potential is very low. It's not really your typical bolt pistol. It's a medic's bolt pistol, a priest bolt pistol. It's almost more for show, more a ritualistic pistol. It's not like a heavy bolter. It's not going to do tremendous damage to the enemy. But then again, Slugganobs. Does anybody know what the Nobs stands for in Orc culture? Let's see if anybody knows. Maybe we can give 100 points to anybody that knows what NOBS stands for. Also explains the reason why these guys are a little tougher than their non-NOB friends. Put it that way. Like giving too much away. We've got Hengist Iron Axe. He's going to get shot at, but he's got some grenades. And he's being shot at either way. So I'm going to move him up. I'm going to try to toss this grenade right on top of this Krumpa. And, oh, it did no damage. Learned my lesson. And once again, chance of damage is very low. And part of that is because the enemy is showing us the front of this vehicle, of this Krumpa. I called it something else. A Kilocan. It's actually bigger than a Kilocan. And I'm going to try to get over here. We will get shot at, but I'm hoping we can get some side shots or shied shots on the enemy. Here we go. And that might be able to increase the damage we're doing here, but as you can see, this guy has a lot of HP. There we go. That'll be a critical hit. If not, it'll be pretty close. Now we do have our Melt-A-Guns, and I think our Melt-A-Guns are going to be able to make a big difference here. 105% chance to hit. Yes, critical. There we go, guys. One more shot from the Melt-A-Guns, and that guy is going down. I think we'll bring in Eagle Red Fist. Unfortunately, oh, he does have a gun. I was going to say he doesn't have a gun, but he does. I thought he was purely melee. Yes, that is cool as heck. Check that out, guys. Check out the Slith store. That is really awesome. Thanks, Byron. That makes sense. So best at melee. Let's see. And these guys are terrified, but I want to see if we have any other units we haven't moved. I don't think so. Let's end the turn. Oh, man. Yep, they got one of our bikes. They did actually manage to kill one of their own men firing at us, but wiping out those bikes, yeah, that was big. And actually, the price of those bikes, I don't think they were worth it. We probably could have taken something much better. Now we're getting critical hits on poor Eagle Red Fist. Our shield's protecting us from a lot of the damage, but this is pretty serious damage. Critical hits, as you can see from the bikes. Oh, man. That is rough. Nice critical hit there. Gonna lob a grenade at us. Oh, yeah. Space Wolf winning there. You were absolutely right about the close combat. We definitely outmatched him. Although they just hit us with flamers, and as you guys could probably guess, they are hitting their own man. Although since he's an armored unit, he's not going to take as much damage from a flamer. Although he's a live unit encased in armor, so that's just something else to keep in mind. Yeah, we might actually lose this second mission. I think we need to change. We need to take a somewhat different setup, something a little heavier. All right, back to us, boys. First things first. Gotta get those bikers. Gotta get those bikers. Kill the war bikers. There we go, one down. I mean, the war bikers are extremely dangerous. I'm amazed at how much damage they do. They're also beautifully painted, but I'm glad we finally got rid of them. That is a weight off my shoulders, without a doubt. And let's bring in our Blood Claw pack to finish off the enemy here. Come on, boys. Man, only 9 HP. We should be doing a lot better than that. Let's go ahead and do the same here. You're doomed. This is Kandra. Exactly. Yeah, no, I think you're absolutely right, Byron. It's definitely better to attack right from the side. I want to move Hengist forward, but I'm scared. We do have our melt guns. Fire at Krumpa. There we go. Oh, yes. So look at this, guys. We've leveled up. We can now take a scare grenade. Massive reduction of morale on enemy units, which is pretty great. Or a melt bomb. And this is an anti-tank bomb. Now, if we were facing a significant amount of enemy armor, I would definitely take the melt bomb, but we're not. So instead, we're going to take the scare grenade. And we can actually throw it very, very soon. I think we can actually go ahead and throw it right now. Don't know how effective it's going to be, but we've never used one before, so let's see. And we've broken a unit. The actual reach is not very good. Let's see if we can kill this guy with a power fist. No, don't die, Eagle. We've got to get him to the priest, but the priest is too far away. All right, well, we're going to get shot at, but we're going to get up close and personal with Skrak Head Smasher. Come on. Skrak hasn't taken any damage. Damn, man. There we go. Beautiful kill by Eagle Redfist. But that really took a while. I mean, I'm actually surprised. We also get an extra shot here with our Meltagun. And we just melted a nice group of orcs there. We've also got a bolter pack, and we're going to get right up close and personal. You know what? We'll fire at these guys. Better chance of a hit, believe it or not. And they've got flamers. I don't know if you guys heard what that guy said, but he just said, "We're gonna explode." He's not kidding either. We could try to bring that priest over here. I think that's what I'm gonna do. But I'm not sure if he's gonna get there in time. And a lot of our guys are losing morale. Let's end the turn. Those flames are going to hurt without a doubt. All right, let's see what the chat says. Ah, you saw the Sons of Cadia screenshots. Very cool. So I'm glad we've got some people that enjoy them so far. Obviously, we're very excited to be coming out with Sons of Cadia very soon. Eric Guignard in the YouTube stream. Hey, buddy. Good to see you. Yeah, those crits are vicious. Now, what about these guys? Anything we can do? I'm not sure. We're gonna try. Spirit of the Wolf. Yeah, we got some of that health back. Not bad, guys, not bad. That power fist. He just punched through an orc. He punched through 2 orcs. Look at that. There's nothing left but giblets. Damn. We can go ahead with the power fist. Boom. Can he get 2? 2. He just literally beat a bunch of orcs into meaty pieces. I mean, that is awesome in so many ways. I can't even begin to describe it. We're going to go ahead. The war buggy here is definitely a threat. Not a huge threat, but enough for me to fire at it. As you can see, though, the priest is really not known for his martial prowess. We will go ahead and rally everybody. Even though we don't really need to rally, might as well. We could throw a grenade at this unit. I'm not sure if I want to do that, though. Let's go for it. Boom! Nice. Up close and personal, execution time in the name of the Emperor. Good shooting, boys. I think we still have a shot as well. Ah, I screwed it up, guys. Sorry about that. I should have shot at that war buggy, but I moved forward and actually messed our shot up. This guy's pretty messed up, but I'm more concerned with these guys, especially with all of the enemy here. So let's move here. Fire at the back of these shooter boys. 100% chance to hit. High chance of a damage attack, or high chance of damage in the attack. Try again, Agrippa. And some serious crits there. That's awesome. Let's go ahead and follow through with the chain swords. Come on. Where did you guys train to fight like that? Do better than that. Alright, flamer down. Let's go for the orc boys. Nice, one down. But our guys, unfortunately, are panicked. And in a few moments, they're going to be running away. Alright. Love that burning crumpa. So most victory points at the end of the game win, and in this case, we have to go ahead. We have to take this particular point. So try to get it to 3-2 instead of 2-2. Take this point as well, and go through 6 turns. We could also, you know, just kill all of the enemies. That's another possibility. Let's end the turn. And the cooldown for that that healing spell that the priest uses is an amazing 5 turns. So when you use that thing, make sure you're doing it the right way. If not, you're wasting an amazing spell there. And here, Eagle might be killed. Is it Eagle or Eagle? It's obviously not spelled Eagle, but who knows? They're getting awfully close to our point back here. I don't like that. Nice! Very nice. You guys better bet on me. I'm actually feeling pretty confident now. But I do want to kill that shooter boy unit. There we go, one more shot. Bury him by this tree here. Oh, nice, guys. And we also got a level up, so we could take Stalker Sight. This is going to give us +2 tiles max range, and 30% weapon accuracy. That's really cool. The second one is Auspex. Reveals enemy units regardless of line of sight. That's amazing. So that's a scanner. I don't think I've ever taken the scanner, so I'm going to take it this time. We also get some HP. When you level up, you do increase some of your health points, which is really cool. Come on. Yes. Finish him off. One more, and they're done. Wow, they survived. Well, in the meantime, we're going to take their point. Might as well. And these guys can deal with this enemy unit. Going to do the same with this unit right here. So the war buggy is actually quite susceptible to damage from melee weapons, especially when that melee weapon is a giant electric hammer. When it's a giant electric hammer, it's going to do a lot of damage to these guys. Let's see if Eagle can get the kill on this thing. Punch it to death, Eagle. You can do it. You've done it before. Yes! Love it. Love it. Beautiful. And actually, we can take this location with the pack leader Hengist Iron Axe. We now have all 4 of the locations, although we haven't killed all of the enemy units yet, but I think that's pretty much about to happen. Nice reactionary fire, and it looks like we did not spot this group of enemy units until now. So first things first, we want to kill this guy. So I'm going to get over here, fire. And if we can turn around and fire at these guys too, let's do it. 60% chance to hit at this distance. That's actually not too bad. Get him. 81. Nice. Let's finish this guy off. And actually, we could really use the Wolf Priest right now, but I'm not about to pull him away from where he's currently residing. Oh! Should have been careful. So, anytime you fire and you've got one of your targets in front of you, unless the target is in the tile next to you, you stand a chance at doing some damage to it. Definite mess up there on my part. It's been a while since I've played, so keep that in mind. But still no excuse. I will, however, bring the priest back. And let's use that massive hammer. Boom! It's called the Crucius Arcanum. Oh! It's like a game of whack-a-mole. That's just... It's like just vicious. Almost too vicious. Whack-a-mole, but with orcs. Whack an orc. Oh, man. I really don't want them killing the priest before the end of the battle. Not that it's going to change the outcome, but still. You certainly are. And let's get another hit on this guy. Oh, well, what do you know? He's special. He did not get killed there. But I do think he's the last orc on the field. Boom! There we go, guys. That's a victory for Agrippa Maxentius. Very cool. And we also got some level up. So for those of you that don't know, once you level up, that actually goes ahead and continues. Oh, Muso, you bet against me. Oh, that's what you get, man. Thanks, Byron. Well done. So we're still fighting here in the Acid Woods. In this particular place, we're basically defending against the orcs. But this is where our stream ends today, my friends. We did start the stream at 4:30. However, before you go, there's a few things I do want to let you guys know. And one of those things is the fact that we are coming out with Cadian units very soon. Muso, if you could put down the link there, and that's going to be incredible. Obviously, trying to add the incredible Imperial Guard to the game itself. And another thing is now with your slits, we finally have an actual store where you can actually take your slits, purchase stuff, coupons off any of our games, or most of our games, I should say. We even have something where you guys can essentially select the next stream we do. Now, we do have a few rules when it comes to that, because we can't just be streaming, for instance, Legion or something like one of our extremely old games that nobody's going to watch. It's got to be something that's somewhat, somewhat new or somewhat, recent. And we really do appreciate that. So that's definitely going to be available as well. Thank you, Muso. Kadia hype, says Altavich. You finished this campaign on Grim Dark a few days ago. Nice, Kandra. Very well done. He's going to spend all his slits on Armageddon. Sure, Byron, you can ask a question. Now, again, I'm the public relations manager here for the company, so I am not a product manager. The product manager's in the other room, but if he sees the question, he might be able to answer you. Go for it, my friend. More than likely, I don't honestly know, but I would assume so. Yeah, I mean, I would assume almost definitely. Any other questions, boys and girls? Also want to thank our friends on YouTube also for stopping by. We appreciate it, guys. Both the YouTube fellows and the Twitch fellows. Yes, 9 wonderful, beautiful story missions. What I want to know, though, is can the Cadians stand up to the orcs? I think you guys will have to decide. We do have a lot of, as far as I know, at least the last time we streamed Sanctus Reach, we've got a lot of Imperial Guard fanboys on this channel. So I know that a lot of you are definitely rooting for the Imperial Guard. But we'll have to see if they can stand up to the orc hordes. Not so sure those puny gods can. I'm not sure about the side studio thing, Contra. What I can tell you is that Armageddon is a turn-based game that we created for Warhammer 40,000, and we've got a ton of DLC for it. You know, we've got anything from Salamanders DLC to Ultramarine DLC. For me, at least, and you know, I joined the company about 10 months ago. It's one of my favorite games, Armageddon. It's just, there's so much content there. Best way I could explain it, it's sort of like Panzer Corps, but a Warhammer 40k version. You could play as the orcs as well, and just a ton of content, a ton of campaigns. It's definitely something you want to take a look at least. And you can obviously find out about it on our site. You can go and take a look at it. That would be very cool, Dora Niner. Although, don't get too greedy. Don't get too greedy. We're coming out with Imperial Guard first, so let's see what happens after that. Who knows? Maybe we will have some Tyranids eventually. But as of right now, we've got no plans. That would be cool, Contra. I'm not sure myself. I haven't heard anything about it, and I work here. But maybe you know something I don't, and that certainly would be really, really awesome. Anyway, guys, I'm going to have to let you guys go. Panzer Corps 2, when is it scheduled for release? We don't have a release date yet for Panzer Corps 2, Byron. Hopefully soon, but, you know, it's definitely a game that takes work. It takes a lot of work to put together. And obviously, we want to make Panzer Corps 2 amazing. Who knows? Who knows, Condra? An interesting guess. All right, my friends, thank you so much for stopping by. As always, I greatly appreciate you guys stopping at the channel, watching the stream. I hope you guys are looking forward to the new Sons of Cadia expansion on the way. And I hope I get the good fortune of streaming that very soon as well. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Have an awesome, awesome day.